So I'm getting my vaccination today, my COVID vaccination. I'm in the car, it's 7:30, my appointment's at 8:15. I don't know how appropriate it is to film at the vaccination center, but I thought I might try to just kind of do a general vibe for what someone may experience, because I'm getting mine a little bit earlier than most people because I'm a beefy man. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm here. I'm in the parking lot. I'm a little bit early, but if you know me, I'm always early. There's a decent amount of cars in this place. And I'll also say that the location information was lacking. So for those of you that are going to the Gloucester County Mega-Site, even when you get the notification, it doesn't tell you the address. 1400 Tanyard Road, by the way. If anyone's looking or anybody finds this video, it's 1400 Tanyard Road. It's Gloucester County College, which I didn't even know. I didn't even think about it. It was minutes away from my house, which was very, very convenient. But they don't say that, right? Because they rebranded it as Rowan, and you had to go poking for an address, for sure. So I'm back at the house. I wasn't allowed to record basically past the point of the line. In fact, I was shutting off my camera, and as I was putting it in my pocket, a police officer walked up to me and asked me if I had a GoPro on me, and I said, no, it's not a GoPro. I kind of lied, but he was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, some guy was walking around last week with a GoPro, and I thought that was kind of weird. So I kind of felt like a jerk, but here's the thing. There's still not a lot of information about how the lines are working. And again, this is kind of a specific conversation around the Gloucester County Mega-Site at Rowan College. But there's not a ton of information about the procedures. So some observations. Make sure that you have your wallet out, specifically your driver's license. Make sure you have your driver's license available. And I would also recommend printing out the QR code that they send you when you register to get the vaccine. There's a little box with a code in it. Print that out as opposed to like having to keep taking your phone out, because they literally checked, I want to say 8 times. Yeah, they checked 8 times. So 3 times before you even get into the first building, they check your ID and they check the QR code. Then they check 2 more times when you get into the first section of buildings. And then they check at least another 3 times before you get the shot. And then when you get the shot, they check. So 7 or 8 times they check your ID and the QR code. So make sure you have those things available. I highly recommend you print them out. If you need assistance getting to the physical shot area, you have to leave your lights on in the car, and eventually someone with a golf cart will show up to help escort you. If you show up early, none of those golf carts are around. So I was there before they even started giving the shots out, and it wasn't very clear what to do. One of the workers informed me that they don't start issuing shots. They don't start physically giving the shots out until 8 a.m. So you can get in line prior to that, but you won't be able to get the shot, or the first shot is at 8. So just factor that in whenever you're scheduling anything, that if you're standing in line or whatever, the line's really not going to start moving until close to 8 a.m. Make sure you wear short sleeves, and if you are layering because it's the winter, wear things with zippers so you can easily take things off. I don't recommend wearing multiple layers because you're going to have to take your coat off way before you get the shot. You're going to have to start to take that stuff off. Then you're going to have to carry it. And then in addition to having to carry your coat, you're going to have your driver's license out and the QR code out, whether or not it's on your phone or printed out. Then they also give you this other tag. I'm not sure what it's for, but the National Guard will issue you another tag, and then you have to give it to them on the way out. So that's another thing you have to carry. So have a lot of pockets, I guess. If you've ever had an allergic reaction to anything ever in your life, they're probably going to ask you to stay another 15 to 20 minutes on top of the standard 15 minutes that everyone has to wait. So if you've ever had an allergic reaction to any kind of medication ever, be prepared to sit there for 35 to 40 minutes. Personally, I received the Pfizer shot, which apparently is relatively newer than the Moderna. I received the Pfizer shot today. I haven't felt any ill effects for shot number 1. Some people have said that if you have had COVID already, shot number 1 may cause some flu-like symptoms. You might feel tired. And a lot of people have also said that shot number 2 causes a lot of symptoms as well. But so far, it's been over 8 hours, no ill effects whatsoever from the first shot. And again, it was a Pfizer shot. I'd mentioned previously that there was a significant National Guard presence at the Rowan facility. I guess it makes sense because national emergency, National Guard, they were there to help facilitate the lines. They were there to help keep people moving. Fairly significant military and police presence at the site. I have to say everybody was very, very friendly, very affable, especially for super early in the morning. So don't be intimidated. My shot was first thing in the morning, and the line moved very quickly. That's something a lot of people have been asking about, are the lines. Again, generally, anything having to do with medical, I find it's preferable to go earlier in the morning. That's just what I like to do anyway. But I can see the way the line operated, even though it moved quickly, that you're basically weaving around the campus, and you're going in and out of different buildings. And I think that's designed to handle an extremely long line. So I can see that there's a capacity for a massive amount of people to stand in line. So be prepared for that, I guess, at peak periods. This place can handle a lot of people. This line kind of weaves through 3 different buildings. So you're going in and out and in and out. If you're someone who is not physically capable, you have difficulties walking, make sure that you get the assistance with the golf carts. You should check ahead of time to see if someone can assist you walking through. If you are someone that's 50-50 on needing a walker or a walking apparatus, bring the walker or the crutches. You're going to need it. You're going to go in and out of buildings. They do have handicap accessible ramps. They are set up that way. But I walked about 3,000 steps just going through the lines. I don't know if that helps you in any way, but 3,000 steps. I did track it. As a whole, it was a very organized process. It moved quickly. I'm very grateful to have the first shot, but again, I wanted to convey the experience. I wish I could have recorded a little bit more just so people could get a feel for it, but you did get an idea of how the line started in the previous video. I feel like we're getting to the final stretch of this national and global nightmare. Stay safe out there, people. It's a time to feel hopeful. It's a time to feel hopeful. There is a solution to this problem. They are getting it out there, and I'm proof. I was able to get it. So stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.